We always need to make the most out of everything, and this forces us to be more strategic and practical about storage. Welcome to Jansen DIY, and these are 33 smart things for your small apartment. 1. If you live in an old apartment, then you can't remodel if you don't own. These drawers help ease the small kitchen pains so you can use your space more effectively. This is a great way to breathe new life into old cabinets. You could jazz them up with some accessories if it's not time for a complete overhaul of your kitchen. 2. Use a shower curtain with pockets so you can store toiletries and other bathing tools. I needed more storage in my shower because there are no built-in niches, and I only have room for a narrow shower caddy. I saw this idea and thought, this is perfect because it's geared towards college dorms and small apartments. It also works great in any size bathroom. 3. Instead of putting the spices directly inside the kitchen cabinet, you can use a clip strip to maximize the space inside the cabinet. These are awesome. I was a little skeptical because I'm afraid they fall off the wall, or you can't put glass bottled spices in them. But I've had mine up for a couple of weeks now, and we've had no problems with them whatsoever. This item is great for organizing your spices since it clears up a lot of cabinet space too. 4. Store your canned goods, cereals, spices, and other foods in a slide-out pantry. Aside from the ones that can be bought from IKEA, you can custom build it. Here's how to do it. First, build the ladder by screwing and/or nailing all boards together to make the main structure. Next, drill holes for dowels, insert dowels into holes, use wood glue for extra support, and then paint a design or a pop of color on the inside of the cabinet. Paint the back beforehand and then use finishing nails to attach your backboard. Attach casters according to the package directions. Attach your handle or knob to the front. A handle drawer pull worked well to pull the cabinet in and out. Fill it with your canned goods, spices, or whatever, and you're good to go. 5. Hide your trash can in plain sight, and you can call yourself a minimalist. If you live in an apartment with limited space, then it's perfect for you. I bought this for under my sink to put my most used items in. I can fit a large-size container of Clorox cleanup wipes, one spray bottle of Clorox cleanup, and a large roll of large kitchen hefty trash bags in the size large basket. Just be sure to measure your cabinet and the clearance that is needed between the door when closed and the sink or drain to make sure there is enough clearance for the door to shut all the way. 6. A collapsible laundry basket is perfect for small apartments because it's space-saving and it can be easily stored after doing your laundry. This is a nifty laundry basket. The major benefit to this laundry basket, other than those of you who will actually be folding it and storing it, is that it doesn't have all those annoying little holes like many baskets do. It holds the same amount of clothes as the typical laundry basket, but it looks cooler doing it. This item would be especially great for using as a care package basket for a new college student or even for a new mom. 7. Use a hot iron holster that can cling to any smooth surface to store your curling iron. So simple yet so great if you're looking for organizers that won't take up your entire vanity or sink and will actually hold what you need in it. This sits right on my makeup table and has not budged once. Doesn't take away any space for my makeup, and it's much nicer looking than throwing my curling iron on the floor. 8. Maximize that space in the corner of your sink to dry newly washed dishes and utensils. If you have a very small kitchenette in your studio, then this tucks into the corner well and is very versatile. Also, if you have a corner sink, rather than take up valuable counter space to the side with a standard-sized drainer, use this dryer for the area behind your sink. 9. You can store your toiletries near the sink in a more neat and organized manner by using an over-the-faucet shelf tray. If you have a very small bathroom, this product will give you the additional space you need to hold items you use regularly but did not want to leave on the counter. Although not the best quality and a little shaky at times, however, it does what it needs to do. 10. Shower rod hooks, a simple idea that is truly useful in the bathroom. Save more space inside the bathroom by hanging a shower hook on the curtain rod. Use it to store bathing stuff like towels and a whole lot more. 11. Use the space around your fridge by putting on a cooking caddy over the mini fridge. This is a wonderful solution for dorm rooms and small apartments, since it fits perfectly over the mini fridge and will save you a lot of space. There is no downside to it as it does exactly what it's supposed to do: stay in place over a mini fridge and hold utensils, etc. An even larger plus is that it didn't overheat my mini fridge and was easy to clean off. Needless to say, this is an essential in every dorm room if you ask me. 12. Keep your knives away from children by using an under-the-cabinet knife drawer. Here's how to build it. First, measure the cavity under the cabinet and cut a piece of 1/4-inch plywood, 2.5 inches narrower and 1/4 inch shallower than those dimensions. Next, cut 1x3 frame parts to match the plywood dimensions. Then glue and nail them together with 1.5 inch 18-gauge brads. Glue and nail the plywood to the frame, using the plywood to square up the frame as you fasten it. Cut 2 1x4s to the same length as the drawer sides, then attach the slides to the drawer supports, holding them flush with the bottom and the end. Pull out the slide on each drawer support a few inches to expose the mounting holes, then pre-drill and screw the slides to the drawer sides flush with the front. Pull the slide out the rest of the way to mount the slide to the back end of the drawer. Use double-face tape to temporarily stick the assembly to the underside of the cabinet. Drill 2 1/8-inch pilot holes through the cabinet bottom, then screw into the drawer supports. Cut the 1x4 drawer front exactly the same length as the cabinet face frame. Drill, then permanently attach the drawer front to the drawer frame from the inside with 1 1/4 inch screws. Drill pilot holes above the drawer slide and attach the side trim with 1 1/4 inch screws, and you're done. 13. When you have lots of clothes and a small closet, try to hang a clothes rack on the ceiling. Here's how to do it. First, use hot glue to help secure the rope to the curtain rod. Once the rod was completely wrapped in rope, anchor 2 hooks into the ceiling at about the same width as the rod. Finally, use rope to suspend the new clothes bar from the ceiling. You simply cut 2 pieces of rope at the same length, doubled them over, created a knot at the ends, and then slip the clothes bar into them. 14. Create a desk on your balcony. If you don't have enough space at home to do some office work, you can improvise a home office desk by using a hook-on balcony desk. You can easily hook on the railings and remove anytime you're not using it. This hook-on balcony desk is perfect for working, reading, or even eating. Check out the complete guide on Wilker Do's by April Wilkerson. 15. Transform a painting into a gigantic hidden jewelry box. Here's how you do it. First, measure the dimension of the back of your frame. Next, cut the square dowels to make the 4 sides of the painting frame. Nail them together at the corners to create a frame. Cut the 2-inch plank into identically sized pieces, but do not attach them together yet. This is the frame for your jewelry box. Cut the piece of thin wood to the exact measurements of the frame you just made. This will create a tray with 2-inch sides, which is your jewelry box. Attach the 4 small hinges to the left side of the picture, placing the center of the hinges at the line where the dowel frame and the jewelry frame meet. And this is what the final result looks like. 16. Hang your outfit of the day by using a towel holder for belts and ties. You can use it to hang your outfit for the next day, including glasses and shades that you might be wearing. The holder can be mounted on the wall, and you can use the rod to hang things such as belts, ties, and even clothing. 17. If you like to have guests in your house, it would be practical to just create your own bar at home. This will work perfectly if you have extra wall space. All you need to do is to add shelving and turn an underutilized area into a well-stocked bar. 18. Since a lot of graters take up much space in the kitchen, using a collapsible grater with different sides is a great way to solve this problem. I love the allowance of opening size between the two grater sides, as opposed to the very limited space of a box-style grater. You would also find that the downward hand motion, rather than the typical horizontal motion, is far more comfortable for your hands. It easily comes apart for cleaning and also very sharp, so that grating hard cheeses takes so little time. 19. Magnetic stickers are cute and are actually useful in storing little things at home. They can be used in your bedroom, shower, or in your kitchen. You could stick these on the wall to store anything made of metal that can be pulled by a magnet. 20. Get a folding ottoman bed that you can turn into a square-shaped seat during the day and a bed at night. The bed consists of a metal frame with fabric stretched across the frame on springs like a trampoline that supports the mattress. The mattress is very comfortable and has a soft, removable cover. It's easy to fold the back up for storage, and all the parts move smoothly, and there is a strap with a hook to keep it folded up. Once you fold it up, you could simply tuck it in the corner out of sight. 21. Using cord balls for cables to keep office spaces and computer rooms free from clutter. 22. Turn the armrest of the couch into a mini table where you can put your glass of coffee without losing balance by using a wooden couch arm wrap. 23. You know those rotating counters whenever you're at an optical shop? Why not get a cabinet with a similar mechanism? Here's a few tips if you decide to get this item. The rotating mechanism works great and it was easy to put together. In some cases, there are scratches in the white paint where the particle board is dark rather than light underneath, which means it happened during storage, wherever that is. The black board has very teeny holes for the hangers, which can be overlooked as it isn't indicated on the directions. 24. Get ready to read and roll with this magazine and toilet paper holder in one. It stylishly holds 2 rolls plus has a shelf for an extra roll or other items that one might need while on the throne. It will accommodate the full-size rolls but doesn't unroll freely until some of the roll has been used. If installed correctly, it is very sturdy for its intended purpose, much easier to change empty rolls. 25. These colorful bowls and measuring spoons are very functional, and they help save space in the kitchen. This stackable set is an idea whose time has come. Over the years, you tend to collect kitchen utensils until there is no room for more. This set helps that problem by neatly stacking many often used items in one relatively small heap. The large mixing bowl has another good idea in that the bottom has a non-skid surface. The colander and the sieve are just the right size for your uses. 26. Instead of plotting space for your wine bottles inside a cabinet, you can opt for this 8-bottle wall-mounted wine rack. The wall-mounted holder looks great on the wall, as it is said numerous times in reviews that it looks like a work of art, and in many ways it's very true. Certain wine bottles don't fit into the holes all that well and will leave them angled up or down instead of straight out. For instance, if the bottle has a higher curve towards the neck of the bottle. However, most bottles work perfectly fine in the holder. I put a wide variety of shapes in mine and they all looked fine. 27. Save time and energy in the kitchen with an over-the-sink cutting board. If you have a small kitchen without a lot of counter space, then you'll be using this cutting board all the time. It's sturdy enough to cut solid items, like a roast beef that I put in the fridge the night before, or for using an apple slicer. Sometimes it gets the peels, other times it gets the chopped veggies. It's also the perfect size for rinsing off a pint of berries before you start using them. 28. Both a mirror and an ironing board that has storage. This is so convenient. The magnetic closure is strong enough to keep the door closed when not in use. You could add a knob handle to open the door only because it will make it easier for you to grab the door to open it. Just make sure you have at least one stud to mount this heavy cabinet. 29. Get a stylish storage headboard that would match your bed and act as storage at the same time. Use this storage to store books or anything that you would need before bedtime. This is a unique storage solution if you don't have enough space for lamps or nightstands. 30. The laundry pod. This machine is perfect if you live in an apartment building without any washing facilities. A small washer like the laundry pod would be a perfect way to keep up with wash without having to leave the apartment. It's very convenient to fill up, agitates the clothes well, and drains right out. It works well to clean lightly soiled clothes. Stains require some extra treatment and scrubbing by hand. 31. A shoe ottoman works perfectly as a flat stool, as a chair, and as storage. If you have a space at the foot of your bed or against a window, and you have a few piles of shoes that never seem to fit anywhere, this is for you. The fabric is a sort of ultra suede feeling polyester fabric, and it should wipe clean nicely. Inside, it has a little envelope velcroed all around the inside, with each envelope holds one shoe, total of 10 pairs or 20 shoes. The center is open and you can stand boots that aren't too tall in the center, or you could store anything you'd like in the center. Extra blanket or two, books. Honestly, this is the best piece of furniture I've purchased in quite some time. 32. A folding barbecue grill to make your afternoon more fun. Very cute product and perfect if your tiny home also has a tiny backyard. 33. There are a lot of ways to create DIY wall lamps based on the ones sold at IKEA, like this wall-hung lamp. Here's how to do it. First, prepare a corded lamp and a wall shelf bracket. Next, you need to cut off the plug end and the switch portion of the pendant light with wire snips so that you can thread the cord through the bracket. Drill 3 holes in your bracket and get the cord through the bracket starting at the outermost hole and going up over the top of the bracket and down through the bottom hole. If you can't do it yourself, have an electrician install a new plug at the end of your light fixture. Once the light is wired, you're ready to plug your light in and enjoy your new sconce. And that's all for now. For more DIY hacks and organizing ideas, stay tuned to our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episodes.